Happening now in Southern California, a large wind-fueled brush fire is forcing evacuations for people living in Malibu. It broke out last night near Malibu Canyon. That fire is burning not too far from Pepperdine University, and students there, we're told, are sheltering in place right now. So far, this fire has burned about 2,200 acres and has no sign of containment. Now, this map shows where the current evacuations are right now. The areas shaded in red are evacuation orders. Folks are being told they must get out, and that is where the university is located. And the areas in yellow are evacuation warnings. Let's go now to CBS News correspondent Jonathan Vigliotti. He is live in Malibu tracking the very latest developments from this fire. Jonathan, this was really a wind-fueled fire. We're told that it was so intense that the fire was actually creating its own weather. What are the conditions there right now?
Yeah, and that doesn't surprise me, Liz. We arrived here just after 1 o'clock in the morning. It was a chaotic scene. You had fire and flame being driven by 65-mile-per-hour Santa Ana winds. You can tell behind me that has calmed down. Along with the wind calming down, the fire behavior has calmed down. And that's given fire crews really the upper hand and the opportunity right now to tamp down the flames that remain ahead of more wind that's in the forecast later on today. You've got hundreds of fire crews here on the ground. They are joined by search and rescue teams. At this point, it's unclear how many people, if any people at all, are still missing. We've also heard helicopters and aircraft overhead. They're conducting their aerial drops. We have been surveying the damage with fire crews. You can see some of it behind me. This is one of at least 5 homes in just this neighborhood alone that was destroyed. And when you look at it, I think you get a pretty clear sense of just how intense this fire was burning. This is what's left of a brick home. To give you some perspective, we are in the Malibu Hills, so we're overlooking the Pacific Ocean. You mentioned this fire started around 11 o'clock last night. In just an hour, it grew to 100 acres, and the second hour to 900 acres. A half an hour later, it doubled in size. It is now 2,000 acres, still growing. You had thousands of people under a mandatory evacuation. That still remains the case. And in fact, we've seen some of those expand to some other neighborhoods. So you've got a lot of people still wondering what they're returning home to. You've got fire crews warning. Not only do you have the damage that's been done, but the fire's still very active, 0% contained. And the red flag warnings still remain in effect. It is calm now, but the wind is expected to pick back up later on today. And those warnings are in effect through tomorrow evening, Liz.
Yeah, you can see why it's just so dry up there, Jonathan. And I think when a lot of people think of Malibu, of course, they think of those celebrity multi-million-dollar homes, a home that you're unfortunately standing in front of now that did burn. But a lot of what Malibu is farmland. I mean, a lot of it's remote. People have livestock down there, especially down there in the canyon. Have you heard at all about how crews are able to get some of those folks out? Because as you know, there's only kind of one road in and one road out of some of those areas.
Yeah, some people, Liz, had to be evacuated by rescue teams. Others self-evacuated. And then there were those that actually stayed put to try to fight the fire themselves. We actually spoke with one resident here who did just that against the advice of fire crews, but he helped save some of his neighbors' homes. I spoke with another woman, and to your point about the ranches here and the farmland here, I met her around 1 o'clock this morning. She had evacuated. She tried to take her horses in a trailer. They were spooked by the flames and got away. She was in tears, wasn't sure what she was going to find when she returned. We actually met up with her as we were surveying the damage. Her home survived. Her 2 horses survived. Fire crews, though, telling people to stay off the roads. They're advising people not to return back until they give that clearance. And for good reason. The roads here, you can imagine, you know this area, very tight and hard to navigate. Fire crews are trying to really focus on hot spots. There are so many hot spots around here, and it doesn't take a lot of wind to turn those hot spots into an inferno. You recall the mountain fire last month. That's a perfect example. There were homes that were burned down. People thought the coast was clear, but then a few hours later, the wind picked back up, more fires started, burning down more homes. So that's what fire crews right now are working to prevent. Again, 0% containment. And the wind, unfortunately, it's going to pick back up, Liz.
Yeah, with those conditions, Jonathan, all it takes is a little ember that's caught fire, and it can spread, and all of a sudden it spreads more than a mile. All right, Jonathan Vigliotti live in Malibu for us. Stay safe, Jonathan. Thanks so much for that report. All right, I want to bring in Jess here, and we've been talking about just how dry it is in Malibu. It's mid-December. This is really unusual.
They're already down to around 7% relative humidity just where he's standing, but he makes a lot of good points. This is similar to the fire that we experienced just a month ago due to the exact same Santa Ana winds that are strengthening still. I mean, overnight we saw a wind gust up to around 93 miles per hour over into Magic Mountain, and widespread throughout this region in Southern California. We're still under red flag warnings. That's going to last as we head into the overnight hours tonight, early morning hours tomorrow, with low relative humidity, strong wind gust. And of course, we're also seeing air quality alerts starting to pop up too as those winds start to change directions. Originally pushing offshore, heading into the forecasted hours tomorrow, they're actually going to start sweeping back in. So you see that surface smoke behind me still pushing well offshore. Watch what happens as we advance the clock into the early morning hours tomorrow. And at that point, we'll be very interested in seeing what the containment numbers are looking like, because right now we know it's still at 0%. But as those winds start to sweep it in, it's southern Los Angeles, that basin stretched all the way down into Long Beach. Those are the spots that are going to be dealing with poor air quality as they're going to work and to school. So those Santa Ana winds starting to die down tomorrow, but that's not to say that we're not still dealing with issues due to the winds. So a red flag warning in effect right now. We know that wind gusts are anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour, but you head into those higher elevated areas. That's where they're peaking anywhere up to around 60 to 80 miles per hour. We're under high wind warnings throughout this region. We're still under the air quality alerts. And to add to that, of course, the red flag warning lasts into the evening hours tonight, Liz. We have more on that coming up.
Yeah, I know crews are trying to get an upper hand. Right now, if the winds are died down, they try to use that as a little window to try to get ahead of it. It's really tough. All right, Jess, thank you.